Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And they are
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're pedophiles?
Yes.
And that they're still in this business?
Yes.
That's what, and that's what you were saying in your book. When you talk to, when you talk to
and
parents,
they don't want me here right now. Trust
Corey,
me. They want me dead.
There are a lot of parents out here who want to put their kids in this business. Their kids are cute, they're great actors. Da, da, da. What would you say to a parent who just has the best of intentions, who's coming here with their child? If you're saying that there's a lot of predators in this industry.
It's a many-feathered bird. Okay? Be careful what you wish for. That's what I'll tell you. You know, don't go into it with naivety. Don't go into it thinking that it's all roses and sunglasses and
You're damaging an entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to say that it's a very important, serious topic.
You said that there was one gentleman in the industry who did not take advantage of you. He was not a pedophile.
That's
you said it was Michael Jackson.
Of all people.
Watch. Corporate media proves loyalty to abusers, belittles Corey Feldman after he's vindicated. Even after Corey Feldman's claims about seeking help from police when he was sexually assaulted were proven true, the media is still trying to discredit him. By Jack Burns, January 6, 2018. The year 2017 will be remembered by some as the year actor Corey Feldman's claim that Hollywood is run by pedophile predators was proven true. Not only have dozens of actors come forward to claim they were victimized as children in Hollywood, but dozens more have revealed the predatory nature of show business. Feldman's film will be released on Saturday. It is a G-rated version of an X-rated experience he said he lived. But even after all of his claims have been proven true, he is still being grilled by the very mainstream media, which has refused to fully investigate the pedophile culture at work in Hollywood. I never tried a drug until my molester gave it to me, Feldman told GMA. The bottom line, I'm a victim, not an accuser. As the Free Thought Project has consistently reported, the mainstream media has been pushing back against Feldman's claim he was raped as a child by Hollywood elite ever since he first sat down with hosts from The View. During that first interview, Barbara Walters accused Feldman of trying to take down the film industry. "You're damaging an entire industry," she said. Advertisement. A Tale of Two Coreys will air this Saturday on Lifetime. Feldman directed and produced the film, which goes into detail of the sexual abuse he experienced from his Hollywood handlers. GMA's Amy Robach asked how and why his story of abuse was being portrayed as a watered-down version of his abuse. "It's very watered down. It does vary from the truth," Feldman claimed, noting that lawyers made him water down his and his best friend's stories of sexual abuse. Read more, The Beginning of the End, NYPD says rape charges coming for Weinstein. "That person who did that to him and did that damage to him needs to be exposed," he said after explaining how he would be sued and possibly arrested for coming out with such explosive allegations. Feldman claimed his motivation for making the film is to fulfill a promise he made to Haim. Lifetime's film is the first in a multi-step exposé of his abusers in what he calls his truth campaign. "We're in totally new waters now. When you say something, you're believed now in a way that you weren't before," GMA's Robach said. Her aggressive tone did not go unnoticed. It was as if the mainstream media talking head was disturbed by the notion any leader in Hollywood could be abusing children and getting away with it, and that Feldman's credibility is growing. "I'm making the movie to expose the truth," Feldman said, defending himself and his motives. He also promised to reveal all that happened to him and who did it to him if he can raise $1 million in crowdfunding sources. The network reporter questioned why Feldman had a security team around him for the interview and asked why he should be believed over his skeptics. Feldman said many of the latest Hollywood accusers have been paid to keep quiet and that he has not been paid. He also said he deserves to be paid for his movie's production, as he is an actor in his own right, but he added that some of the proceeds will go to his charity. Read more. After what he just said, John Cusack won't be invited to the White House anytime soon. Rambosk also questioned Feldman's motives by saying if he would just name the rest of the pedophiles he would be saving other child actors from the same kind of abuse he experienced. So, when the lawyers come after me, and they start arresting me, are you going to be there to defend me? Feldman fired back. I am making the movie to expose my truth. I am not just going to throw it out there and be slain down. If I hadn't been put with a molester, I would never have done drugs, and we would be having a very different conversation today. The recording where Feldman went to the Los Angeles police in 1993, which critics doubted ever existed, was found in December. Feldman hopes a new investigation will be opened now that the recording has mysteriously been found, but many doubt anything will ever happen to the incredibly rich and powerful figures who rule Hollywood. Without a doubt, Feldman is attempting to capitalize on his abuse. He believes, as do many, that if he simply reveals who his abusers are, the Blame the Victim campaign will commence and end with Feldman possibly never acting again. Acting, something we assume he loves, and now directing, something he is just beginning, also happen to be the modes with which he has chosen to quite possibly torment his abusers. Assuming they know who they are, the thought must be ever present in their minds that today will be the day Feldman outs me. But it seems Feldman is in no hurry to reveal his abusers. It is quite possible his business plan for success is hinged around the $1 million he needs to make the blockbuster movie he said he needs to fully expose who they are. At any rate, the hostility Feldman continues to receive by members of the mainstream media may in fact hint at just how explosive those accusations are. Read more. Snowden's a hero, drug war's a failure, guns aren't for hunting. Vince Vaughn tells it like it is. The truth is Feldman is not the only one who knows who his abusers are, and it seems the mainstream media talking heads are covering for the abusers by further attempting to further intimidate the child star from fully disclosing his abuse. Feldman does not appear to be fazed, and instead, he is picking apart his abusers in what may be the most brilliant display of modern-day vengeance Hollywood has ever seen.
Or we were at war.
This was supposed to be our big thing, man.
I mean, we got into fistfights, but we loved each other that much. That's what brothers do.
You've said that this film is the G-rated version of an X-rated story.
That's very true.
How watered down is this version?
It's very watered down. It does veer you from the truth. What you see in the film as the ideal of Corey being taken into a trailer by a guy in a suit, that's not really how it happened. But that's how the lawyers made me say it happened.
How did it happen?
Well, I can't say exactly how it happened because I wasn't there. I would be sued for defamation. However, I can put it into a film as part of a storyline, and that's what I intend to do. So the truth will be revealed if people donate to my campaign.
Feldman calls it his Truth Campaign, an effort to raise $1 million through crowdsourcing to fund the real film he wants to produce, one he says would include allegations of past sexual abuse by several Hollywood men. Feldman has already publicly named 2 men he claims molested him when he was a teen, but says he knew of alleged abuse by other men as well.
So you know the names of the men who you say abused Corey Haim, your friend, that you witnessed them walking into a room and Corey then telling you what happened.
And also Corey telling me beforehand, hey, this happened to me, this is what happened to me when I was 13 years old, and this is why I am the way I am. That needs to be told. That person who did that damage to him and raped him at 13 years old needs to be exposed.
Will you profit from this film?
I mean, hopefully, if I'm lucky, I deserve to, don't I? I'm a director and an actor. I mean, I have to get paid for my work.
Feldman claims some of that money he raises will go towards the film production and charity.
Do you understand your critics, though? Because so many women have come forward and told their stories without any security teams or without any legal defense in place.
Half of them got paid off. I didn't get paid off. I was
Not all of them got paid off.
I said half of them.
But if your goal is to protect other children and to stop this from happening, why wouldn't you release all the names? We are in totally new waters now. When you say something, you're believed in a way you weren't before.
Okay,
and
that's
now
nice
investigations
of you to say. So when the lawyers come after me and they start arresting me, are you going to be there to defend me? The bottom line is I'm not an accuser. I am a victim and I'm a survivor. I have done what I have done to try and help other people. It's true. But at the end of the day, I'm a producer of a movie.
Feldman says he has not been offered any free legal protection to defend him if he were to reveal more names.
I am making the movie to expose my truth. I'm not just going to throw it out there and be slain down. If you or anybody else wants to tell me that you're willing to give me the legal protection that I need, let's go.
Now the 46-year-old says he is continuing his fight to honor Haym, who died of pneumonia in 2010.
What do you think Corey Haym would say about what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish?
He's the one who asked me to do it. I'm doing this for him, for his memory. We were just two normal kids that just wanted to experience life together, mature together. I never tried a drug until my molester gave it to me. Henceforth, if I hadn't been put with a molester, I would never have done drugs. I would never have been arrested. I would never have had these terrible things happen in my life. And we would be having a very different conversation today.
Feldman says he told police about his abuse back in 1993, but investigation was never pursued. After apparently missing for years, those recordings of his interview with police were recovered just last month and turned over to the LAPD. Feldman is hoping a new investigation is launched into those men, but the LAPD will not comment on the matter. A Tale of Two Coreys premieres this Saturday, January 6th on Lifetime.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago. And so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.